Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Why I didn't find a wife in a homeless shelter if I was looking for someone that didn't have a lot of money. Well, this is Love Beyond the Sea. I talk about relationships with the Filipinas, especially geared towards marriage. That's what I did back in 2015. Got 1,600 videos on YouTube, lots of videos on TikTok. I'll be responding to one of them here. Please subscribe, check out the many playlists on YouTube and my affiliate link. This question, or it's a comment, or maybe both, if you are hunting for a poor person who is looking for financial stability, why not go to your homeless shelter? And there are plenty of ladies there. Well, obviously, I don't think this person is serious about the question, but as usual, I will be serious about my answer after thinking about this one and recalling the past when I went to the Philippines to look for my wife. And even when I was looking for someone here in the USA, them having a lot of money was never a factor. I never thought to myself, well, they've got to have so much money, so much life savings, and so on and so forth. You know, never said that's a must. Now, the thought crossed my mind, well, if I ended up marrying somebody my own age, then, well, it would be fair to assume they would have worked for a while and should have invested in a while. They might even have their own house. But I couldn't find anybody my age, so that really didn't get anywhere. Once I joined Christian Filipina, I was doing chats with women. It was very easy to chat with someone that was much younger than I was. We have a 27-year age gap difference. And like many women in the Philippines, you know, they're not rich. They don't own their own home. But because I wasn't looking for someone with money, and these women in the Philippines were certainly candidates for me to be interested in. They didn't have to have material wealth. They didn't have to own property and house and all of that. I mean, education, even college education, for me really wasn't on my must-have list either. Although my wife is smart and she does have a degree in the Philippines, and hopefully next year she'll have a degree here in the United States. But that wasn't what I was looking for. Homeless shelter, no. There's more to it. There was some things I was looking for, not just that I was trying to avoid. Something like integrity, character. If they had brains, that was good too. And my wife has those things. She's very beautiful to me, not just on the outside, but the longer I get to know her on the inside. And so, yes, I was quite okay with somebody that didn't have material wealth. And sometimes that's a circumstantial thing. Sometimes it's due to laziness and lack of initiative. And it could be half a dozen other things. But in Filipina's case, a lot of times it's just, even if they have jobs, they might not have any money saved up because it might take everything to live and then, you know, help her own family. So, homeless shelter, well, a lot of the women in the homeless shelters are coming out of bad situations, maybe neglected there by their husbands, maybe they're beaten, abused in some way, verbally or physically, by their husbands or their boyfriends. Also, they could have some drug or alcohol problems in these shelters. So I was looking for somebody that didn't drink and had character, integrity, and wanted to get married. I wasn't trying to rescue them from any kind of psychological problems, because that probably is not something that I would be able to do. I was looking for the things that matter in a marriage to anybody, and that's a willingness to get married, give it their best shot. And like my wife said to me one day, before I even met her in person, she said, I don't have much, but I do have my integrity. That was a couple weeks after I started talking to her online, and I went to bed that night thinking, what's on my mind? I can't get this woman off my mind. And then I realized it was that comment about her integrity and how important that was to her. From that moment on, I kind of started having feelings for her. As I laid in bed and prayed and then talked to my pastor later, I said, I've only known this woman for a few weeks, but I think I'm going to propose to her. And I did. And I went down there and married her fast as I could, brought her back as fast as I could, which back in 2015 was 6.5 weeks, or 6.5 months. It's going to take a lot longer than that these days, unfortunately. But I wanted to marry her based on that comment that made me kind of fall in love with her, start to. So that's the answer to that question. I'm not aware of many men that are saying when they go look for a wife in the Philippines, she needs to have money or something like that. I'm not sure I've ever heard anybody say that. And I didn't either. She's smarter than I am. She's got skills and talents that I don't have. And I try to encourage her as much as I possibly could or can. I'm very happy that I married this woman back in 2015. Lots of these women, since they don't have money, they want to know what it's like to be comfortable, which is why many of them will want to work in your country. For them, it could be a deal breaker if you don't let them. It might not be. There are some women that don't want to work, which is great if they have children with this foreigner. Otherwise, I think she will be bored to death with or without her husband around, because she's still going to need somebody her own age and a woman to socialize with. That is going to be good for her mental health. So please leave a comment here. I've got hundreds more videos to make in addition to the 1,600 and counting that I have on YouTube, and I've been rolling them out on TikTok. The channel is also on Rumble, it's on Twitter, it's on MeWe, it's on BitChute, it's on Odyssey, and it's on Facebook. So I'm just trying to help get that message out there that man can still find love beyond the sea.